Today I've decided I'm going to fast. 12 days, just water. But I'm not doing this to lose weight. I mean, I'll lose weight, obviously, not eating. But the reason I'm fasting is because... Dermatographia! Dude, I was getting there. Yes, because dermatographia. Dermatographia, also known as skin writing, is a condition where the body turns into an art canvas. Sounds awesome, right?
No. This is what happens when I barely touch my skin. Look.
Like, that does not look fun, right? Yeah.
It's not.
Let me explain the problem. This is a condition that releases large amounts of histamine to a location on my skin if it is rubbed or scratched. When my skin detects the arrival of said histamine, I'm met with an intense itch. An intense itch. I'll give you a second to think about that one. Scratching, itching. Vigorous scratching, worse itching. Pretty soon my entire body is covered in red welts. Sure, you'd think, then just don't scratch. Now, aside from the fact that this is the most intense, transcending dimensions of time and space level of itching, I cannot control what my hands do when I am sleeping. I wake up in bed in complete panic, Wolverine mode, trying to rip every inch of my skin off of my body. And I don't feel like handcuffing myself to my bed. Or do I? G-rated. My goodness. Now there's a social aspect to this too. Do you know how many times I've been completely absent from my surroundings because I'm using every ounce of my being trying to refrain from scratching a part of my body? Or all the times I've casually rubbed my eyes, then a concerned someone comes asking, "Did you get punched in the face?" No. Why? I've just accepted that if I'm tired, people are going to stare at me like I was just in a brawl. I've even dodged filming a YouTube video on several occasions because my face was covered in red welts. I wasn't born like this though. I picked up a box at work a few years ago and it scratched me when I was putting it down. About 20 minutes later, I was absolutely convinced that that box was for sure covered in anthrax because it looked like Freddy Krueger was trying to use a hashtag on my arm. Article after article suggested that this skin condition was brought on by poor change in health. Probably right, but there are no known cures for this, and the only suggested treatment is to take antihistamines, hoping that someday it might go away. Maybe. But I have a hypothesis that fasting will cure my dermatographia. After doing a ton of web research, I found that fasting has a huge anti-inflammatory effect on the body. Aside from a long list of other benefits, which I would encourage you to check out, fasting has been studied to treat illnesses that are driven by an irregular presence of histamine, with positive results. If 12 days of fasting means I can sleep at night, but again, this is all a hunch. We won't know for a few days. Day 1. Oh man, I can already see it. I think it's been about 10 minutes, and see if I can move into some better light. This is probably as bad as it's gonna get.